Are we ready? Hi, I'm Susan Lee Mintz, and I have no idea what I am. Hello, and welcome to Susan Lee Mintz's YouTube channel. I am an author and an empowerment speaker. And I would say an empowerment speaker because when you empower someone, that gives them the power to be able to make the choices that are going to mold their life. Because everything in life is healthy choices. I am ready to tell you why that this is a timely time for me at 72. I've waited years to be able to speak to the audience about the 3 issues that I am most passionate about at my age. And I only deal with 3, but for me, for 50 years, I've been involved with all of them. Number 1 is HIV and AIDS. And I never expected when I was 11 years old to meet the fellow I would fall in love with and say, "Till death do us part." But in 1981, when we heard about AIDS, I knew then my marriage was sealed in the fate of HIV and AIDS. I continue today to be an advocate and an activist for HIV awareness, and we'll get into that as time goes on. But my book, Committed to Love, will tell you the story about my love for a man who in 1994 died from AIDS. But with his death, I found my purpose in life, and that's to speak to others and for others who may not have that voice or even understand that HIV has not gone away. Seniors are unaware of it because many women think that because there's no children involved anymore, or they're lonely, or they're widowed, that it's okay to have unprotected sex or go out with anybody you want. You can't. As long as you are vulnerable, you're alive and you can contract this. And many younger people now don't even realize it's here because of the medications. So we'll get into that further, but HIV is real. My motto would be get tested and know your status so you can make the wise choices that'll keep you alive for many years. My second issue that I'm passionate about is hospice. Hospice is not given the recognition that it deserves because hospice comes in and helps you when everything is falling apart. Those extra 2 hands of hospice can make a very unmanageable situation manageable. So I will forever be in debt to hospice. And my other book, And I Held Their Hands with a Hospice Heart, will tell you about 24 people that I met when I was volunteering at Hospice by the Sea. And their incredible stories about love and life and loss and the journey about going on, and how I could relate to these people because I had been through so much of what they experienced. But at the end of my stories, don't think it's about death or dying or anything that's negative. My stories and my life is about hope. It's about being committed to love. It's about conquering, getting rid of hate and getting rid of anger and resentment and all those negatives that can keep you bound down, and go forward with a positive attitude. That's where your healthy choices will begin with you, mentally, physically, spiritually, and emotionally. The other issue that is very timely today is legalization and medical marijuana. Those issues are so important. Many people don't understand the benefits of marijuana. Maybe I smoked casually for many, many years, but now the research is there to prove that medical and recreational marijuana is the best way to go for pain management, for nausea, for other symptoms of chemotherapy. It is not just to sit around and get high, and the pictures you show on TV are wrong. And you just show someone who's like 16 years old sitting around in a park smoking. No, it's not about that. It's about quality of life. And rather than many times taking opioids and getting addicted to these very, very toxic medications that will get you hooked, I can swear that marijuana, you will not get hooked. And if you are going to get hooked, it's because you would get addicted to anything that made you feel good because you were probably running away from your life. And I've never run away from my life, and I still won't. So welcome to Susan Mintz, her YouTube channel, and everything in life that is about healthy choices. And I'll always be committed to love, because that's what God gave me to do. He made me love, and love even those that many times people will not love. I will love you because I'm going to speak to you from my heart, from my experience, and from what I know the future that lies ahead. And it's going to be movies, it's going to be radio, it's going to be TV, and it's going to be helping people, because that's what life is about, helping people. Next time then, I'll bring the cover of the Safe Sex book in.
Yes, please.
And I'll tell them about Mrs. Boner from Boca, Boner Publications, Boner Appetit, and how in 1990 I was the most infamously famous naughty cookbook authoress. But God wanted me to go on another path, and every time God wants me to stop, He will do something real. And taking my husband with AIDS was as real as it goes.